Alright, first of all, this part of the animation pipeline is a bit of an extra step. You don't really need this, but since I've experimented with this at work, I might as well add this in this series in case you want to play with this too. So let's talk about motion capture, eh? Okay, motion capture is a way to make the animation stage become a bit faster. Basically, rather than adding the blocking poses yourself through the controllers, you just use your body to record the animation itself. The speed you get from this in comparison to regular 3D animation is phenomenal. Rather than taking the time to animate, you just move with your body and a few minutes of animation can be made in a few minutes. There are a bunch of downsides to this. Mocap is usually better for hyper-realistic animated movements. It's really tough to get stylized or cartoony animations from this. Also, you are limited to what you can do in the motion capture itself. So if you're recording your own movements, you're basically stuck to what you can physically do. You can't do big flips and awesome kicks unless you have some random ninja skills you got there, man. Okay, mocap also isn't a perfect solution for animation. There's a lot of work still to need to be done after recording the motion. It's not a high-tech animation button that you can just easily plug in. In some sense, the technical fix-ups that you have to do to make a mocap look nice can be problematic. So much fixing that you need to do that, frankly, you might actually just enjoy working on 3D animation as usual, without the use of mocap. But I do personally benefit from it, so I keep messing around with this technology. Motion capture comes in several categories. The first one is a magnetic motion capture. This one uses magnetic sensors around the body that tracks the movement. It's good when you don't have a big space to use a mocap, but the sensors around your body can be a bit heavy. It's also not a completely accurate capture system. Well, in comparison to its popular brother. Okay, so the second one is the optical motion capture. This is the typical setup when you think of motion capture in general. You get a big room with a bunch of red light cameras around and a black suit with a bunch of small ping pong balls everywhere. All of those cameras are set up to detect all those balls around the character and relate them to actual bones in the character rig. This one is the most accurate system you can get. It's also the most expensive since you'll need a bunch of cameras and a big warehouse-like room to house it in. This one is definitely on my Christmas list at some point in the future. There's also a few markerless motion capture systems out there. A lot of VTuber softwares are like this. They use phone cameras to detect the faces and body movements to record the movement, and sometimes it's quite accurately too. You should definitely check these out as it can be super cheap or even free. The ones I highly recommend that I've used it before is VSeeFace as an app. You should go check it out.